In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the 5 new dynamic duos coming today in the new Champions Festival in NBA 2K25 Myteam. These are going to be 5 new duos added into the game, and I want to take a look at these duos and see which ones actually look worth running and are actually good to maybe exchange for in the new festival exchanges. We got Andrew Bogut, I can see here with Speights as a duo, Tony Allen, Ray Allen, Tony Kukoc, Dennis Rodman, Tyson Chandler, Jason Terry, and then also Shane Battier and Mike Miller. So the first one I want to start with is this Galaxy Opal Andrew Bogut and also Diamond Speights duo. So basically, if you guys don't know, in the festival exchanges, there will be options to buy these, a duo. So I'm hoping Galaxy Opal Andrew Bogut and Diamond Speights isn't that much, event pieces to actually get, because then you're pretty much getting Andrew Bogut for free. Like, you can pretty much do that. You don't even need to use the duo. Just get Andrew Bogut for free. You don't actually have to use this dynamic duo. But looking at this duo, Andrew Bogut's going to get upgraded from 18 Hall of Fame badges to 23. He's going to get plus 10 to his 3-point shot. That's going to be a huge upgrade. He also gets Hall of Fame Deadeye, Limitless Range, Post-Fade Phenom, and Set Shot Specialist upgraded as well, which is really nice to see. He gets plus 10 to his free throw, plus 10 to his driving dunk. Not like a ridiculously crazy upgrade. I do wish the speed got upgraded, maybe plus 5 or a little bit higher. Maybe the steal could have been a little bit higher, but honestly, this Andrew Bogut card is already really good. So if you want to run the duo, he's looking like, a much better card at the point guard position. And then Speights, he's going to get a huge upgrade going from a diamond pretty much up to a dark matter. He's got 21 Hall of Fame badges, plus 5 to the speed, plus 10 vertical, plus 2 strength, plus 2 3, plus 5 standing dunk, plus 5 driving dunk, plus 10 block, plus 5 ball handle, plus 5 speed with ball. So a lot of huge stat upgrades for Speights. He's also going to get some Hall of Fame finishing badges like Rise Up and Posterizer. Not going to get mini marksman, which I don't think he really needs. He's 6'10" at shooting guard, but he does get Hall of Fame break starter, lightning launch, unpluckable, versatile visionary, which is nice. He gets Hall of Fame box out beast, high flying denier, and rebound chaser as well. So Speights looking like a much better card, and I would say pretty comfortably this is probably going to be the best duo to run. You got a 6'10" shooting guard and a 7-foot point guard in the backcourt. Now, you're not going to have much like shot creation and ball handling, and the defense could be a little bit worrisome. You're probably going to want to run like a small forward that can defend at a high level and score at a high level. So like Dark Matter Beasley is probably the card to run next to Bogut and Speights if you guys can. But this should be the best duo out of the new 5 added for today's obviously Champions Festival. But now talking about Ray Allen and Tony Allen, 6'5" shooting guard, 6'8" wingspan for Ray Allen. Looking at this card's duo and what he does upgraded, he's actually going to get some legend badges. He's going to go from 23 Hoffs to actually 22 Hoffs, but then 3 legend badges. He gets legend Deadeye, Limitless Range, and Set Shot Specialist. Is a pretty big upgrade. Obviously, there's not going to be any upgrades to the animations. They don't do that, which is a little bit disappointing. I don't understand why they can't maybe say, we'll give Ray Allen the same jump shot that he has on his 100 overall card, like give him the Kevin Durant upper, for this dynamic duo. So if you run this duo in game, you're going to get a similar version to the 100 overall Ray Allen. Stat upgrades wise, not going to be anything too special. Plus 2 speed with ball, plus 1 speed, plus 3 driving dunk, plus 2 perimeter, and that's going to be about it. Not going to be anything too special for Ray Allen, but it's going to be a little bit of an upgrade with those legend shooting badges. And then you got Tony Allen, which the problem with this duo is you have a 6'4" shooting guard in Tony Allen, and you have a 6'5" shooting guard in Ray Allen. So the problem is you have to run these 2 cards on the floor at the same time. You can't have one starting, one off the bench, and the boost actually activate. So that means you're going to have a 6'5" small forward Ray Allen and a 6'4" Tony Allen at the shooting guard position. It just doesn't make sense. Even if, Tony Allen becomes a lot better, which, I guess he does stats wise, but let's be honest, guys, you're not going to run a 6'4" shooting guard and a 6'5" small forward in June. So it's just not going to be a good dynamic duo. Again, same sort of thing. Now these cards are taller, but you got 2 small forwards, right? Tony Kukoc is mainly a small forward. Dennis Rodman, if you want to run this card, you're running him at small forward. So it's like you got to put, I guess, Tony Kukoc at power forward, put Dennis Rodman at small forward, or I guess you could put Dennis Rodman at power forward because he's probably the much better rebounder and defender, but it's like he's 6'7" then at the power forward position. But seeing the upgrades that he gets, he goes from 24 Hoffs to 31 Hall of Fame badges, so pretty much goes up to a 100 overall card. He's going to get Hall of Fame Set Shot Specialist, Shifty Shooter, Unpluckable, Rise Up, which is nice. So some decent Hall of Fame badge upgrades. He gets plus 3 to the standing dunk, some post control upgrades. He gets plus 6 ball handle, which is really nice. Plus 5 to the 3 is a big upgrade for Dennis Rodman. But again, I just don't know if these cards are going to be actually usable next to each other in game. But Tony Kukoc is going to go from 18 Hall of Fame badges up to 26. He's going to get plus 3 speed, plus 4 3, plus 5 strength, some defensive upgrades, which is nice, plus 4 driving layup, plus 4 ball handle, and then also +3 speed with ball as well. So again, some decent stat upgrades for Tony Kukoc. He does get Hall of Fame box out beast, challenger, a movable forcer, pick dodger, gets gold on ball menace, Hall of Fame unpluckable. Nice to see the badge upgrades for Tony Kukoc, but again, are these cards going to be actually runnable in game? Probably not, in my opinion. Now, it's sort of similar again with Mike Miller and Shane Battier. Now, these cards are a little bit taller. For example, they're both 6'8", and running like Shane Battier at small forward at 6'8" with a 6'10" wingspan isn't that big of an issue. Like, he'll be fine, especially getting +4 interior defense and +4 block. So this one makes a little bit more sense to run these cards next to each other. Mike Miller might not get that big of an upgrade though, because he's already really good. He's gonna get Legend Set Shot Specialist, which is nice, but the only other upgrades he gets is +4 to the passing vision, +2 to ball handle, and +7 to the driving dunk. He does get Hall of Fame high flying denier and rebound chaser, but not really too big of an upgrade when it comes to the duo. And then for Shane Battier, badges wise, like, he gets Hall of Fame box out beast, pogo stick, rebound chaser. That's about it that really matters. And like +4 interior defense, +4 block, like we said, is good. +1 +3 driving dunk, +4 ball handle, some rebounding upgrades as well. Maybe not as bad as like a Ray Allen, Tony Allen. Like, it's probably the second best duo that we've looked at so far, but by far I think Andrew Bogut and Mo Speights is just going to be the duo to run between any 5 of these duos. But now looking at the last dynamic duo here, Jason Terry and also Tyson Chandler. Now Tyson Chandler should get a pretty big upgrade, and he's a really good card. He's going to get +21 to the 3-point shot. That's a huge upgrade. +19 mid-range, +4 vertical, +6 strength, +2 to the interior defense. I kind of wish he got a steal and a perimeter upgrade, not an interior defense upgrade, because it was already really good. +8 driving dunk, +3 standing dunk, some post control, some rebounding upgrades. He gets Hall of Fame challenger, immovable forcer, interceptor, gets gold on ball menace, gold lightning launch, break starter, gold set shot specialist, Hall of Fame deadeye. He gets Hall of Fame poster. I mean, he does become a much better card, but the thing is, you have to run him next to a 6'2" point guard in Jason Terry, who really doesn't get any stat upgrades. Like, how are you going to give Jason Terry an a dynamic duo upgrade and not even touch the driving dunk? He has a 50 driving dunk. Why could you not give this a +30 or +25, you know, boost him up to a 75 or 50 driving dunk, but instead you don't even touch that at all? So it's like, yes, Tyson Chandler becomes a lot better, and he's going to be a very good card at the power forward position, but it just doesn't make sense to run him next to Jason Terry. So if I had to rank these 5 duos from best to worst, the best is easily going to be Andrew Bogut and Mo Speights, by far the best duo dropping today. Second, I would say, is Mike Miller and Shane Battier. I do think they're better, you know, than the rest. After that, it's probably like Tony Kukoc and Dennis Rodman. And then I guess it's Jason Terry, Tyson Chandler, and then Ray Allen and Tony Allen in last place. We'll go Andrew Bogut 1, Mike Miller 2, Dennis Rodman 3, Tyson Chandler 4, and then Ray Allen 5. When it comes to the duos ranked in order from best all the way to worst, from the new duos dropping today. But let me know what you guys think about these duos down below. Are you guys looking to planning on exchanging for any of these duos or running them in game? I think it's nice that Andrew Bogut realistically shouldn't be that many event pieces to get, and you don't even have to run the duo. You can just have Andrew Bogut on your team, which is a 7-foot point guard and is an absolute beast. But let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.